Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm here tonight with Eileen Pernin, Chief Operating Officer for Montefiore Medical Center. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you so much for having me here to tell my story.
Can you describe a little bit the culture and the circumstances that you met when you entered Montefiore as Chief Operating Officer?
Well, when I came to Montefiore about 3.5 years ago, it's a little over 1,000-bed hospital with about an $850 million annual budget, 50,000 discharges. We are primarily Medicare and HMO payers, so that's a little bit of a difficult thing to deal with. And we also had 2 tertiary care centers, 30 primary care, and then a home health organization.
So a very large institution.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor has it that from day one you were focused on 2 major goals. One was increasing your growth and then focusing on customer service. How did you accomplish both of those big goals at the same time?
Well, our strategy was to be all things for some people and to be some things for everyone. And along with that, we created an acronym, GRIP. G is for growth and market share expansion. R is for rebalance, clinical, and research. Infrastructure, or I, is to create better facilities, improve IR infrastructure, and to create better technology. And then finally, P is for performance. And we created tools around the performance piece so that we could measure how we were doing.
And so that led to the balanced scorecard.
Yes.
Can you describe what the balanced scorecard is for us in layman's terms?
Sure. A balanced scorecard is very much like a report card, and ours is divided into 4 categories. We have patient satisfaction, and that's where we use measures like surveying to determine how we're perceived by our patients, if we're meeting their expectations. And of course, our employee satisfaction is another area. If our employees are satisfied, then our patients tend to be more satisfied and have a better experience in the hospital. Financial goals, of course, we have to be financially solvent in order to increase our market share and to improve the way we take care of patients. And then finally, quality. And we measure quality with length of stay of our patients, morbidity and mortality measures, infections, and different measures that are provided to us by organizations like Medicare. And with that, we usually put it into a spreadsheet. We measure monthly, and then on a quarterly basis, we have a scoring system so that we know visually how we're doing. Green, we've met our goal. Red, we've not met our goal. And yellow, there's some room for improvement.
Okay. How would you say this one change, the use of the balanced scorecard, changed the climate at Montefiore, or did it?
Well, it did change the climate or the culture at Montefiore. It took us about 3.5 years. But in order to manage a complex organization like that, you have to have a focused way to do that. And the balanced scorecard provides a way for all employees, our stakeholders like physicians, and even our patients to know what it is that we're about, what our goals are, how we're going to get there, and how we're going to measure it, or how we're going to know when we get there.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.